So welcome to all of you Shiksha 360. Today basically the MCQ discussion session set number 7, and that is basically belongs from the chapter number 3. And in this session basically we will try to discuss 15 to 18 questions. Clear? Basically I have compiled 18 to 20 questions. Basically I will try to discuss 15 to 18 questions as per the time allowed. Clear? So now directly move towards the question without wasting much time. Question number 91 basically presents on your screens now. Mrs. Sujata is the mother of Mr. Suresh. Clear? Basically, we can say that Sujata basically it is the mother of the Mr. Suresh, who is a government official. Clear? Mr. Suresh basically who is a government official, basically posted on deputation to Indian Embassy. Clear? Officially posted on deputation to Indian Embassy. Mrs. Sujata, that is a mother of Mr. Suresh, accompanies Mr. Suresh, that is goes with the Mr. Suresh. So can she open an NRE account? That is NRE account. So we know that basically NRE, that is non-resident external rupee account. Clear? Non-resident external rupee account. Clear? So that is basically comes under the NRE banking. Clear? That is basically comes under the NRE banking. Clear? So for open this NRE account, clear? Basically for open this NRE account, first condition is that person residing outside India, basically at least 182 days. Clear? That person basically residing outside India at least 182 days. Clear? In the previous year. Clear? In the previous year. Clear? This is the first condition for open to be an NRE account. Clear? This is the first condition. Yes, she is also considered an NRI as she is staying with her son. Clear? Yes, she is considered as an NRI basically as she is staying with her son. Clear? So this one is right or wrong? Clear? We can say that basically Mr. Suresh has posted in the year 2020. In that year, basically, they have posted in the August, and in February, they return back to India and take her mother along with him. Clear? And take his mother along with him. Clear? Initially, basically 5 to 6 months they are living alone here, and after that, basically they will take his mother there. Clear? That is basically at that place. Clear? Basically where he was deputed. Clear? So on in the 2021, they are applying basically for, we can say that in the June 2021, basically Sujata is applying for NRE account. So whether she is eligible for that or not, as she is also considered as NRE as she is staying with her son, we cannot say that basically this is not true. Clear? This is correct one. But here they have not specifically mentioned. Clear? Basically for how much time basically they staying with her son. Clear? Yes, she is also considered an NRI. Clear? This one is, we can say that. But staying with her son. Clear? But that condition they are not mentioning here. Clear? Time period is not mentioning here. Clear? Time period is not mentioning here. Clear? So in this point, only one issue basically which we face here, that is time period. Now we will check with the other option. If we will find any other option, clear, which is more accurate, so we will go with that option. Otherwise, we will take option number A. No, she is not an NRI. Okay. Option number C is yes. If she has not stayed for the requisite number of days in India in the previous year. Clear? Yes, they are mentioning that condition here. Clear? That she is considered to be an NRI. Clear? Basically, if she is not living we can say that basically less than 182 days in the India. Clear? So that's why basically that person is to be considered as NRI. Clear? No, because she has no vocation. Their vocation, that is basically she has no work there. This is also not clear. Even that person is to be considered as NRI if she is not considered for any specific job. Okay, but that days condition is to be completed. Clear? That is 182 days. So what is the correct answer? As we have gone with all the options, so we will find that option number C is the accurate answer with respect to the others. Clear? Option number C is the accurate answer. More accurate basically with respect to the other options. Clear? So we will go with the option number C. Hope this point is clear to all of you regarding this one. Now move to the next question. Very easy question. This type of question you will definitely find in the examination. Clear? One question like chips, chaps, Fedwire, RTGS plus and IBA target. Clear? So what are the difference between these things? Clear? So which of the following basically it is a euro payment system? Clear? Which of the following basically it is a euro payment system? Option number A is SWIFT. Option number B is chips. Option number C is target. Option number D is Fedwire. Clear? Option number D is Fedwire. Clear? Which of the following basically it is a euro payment system? Clear? So please tell fast. Swift basically it is a journal. Chips basically where it is operated. Please tell fast basically why we not say that chip. Basically chip because chip it is only operative in the New York. It is mainly operated in the New York and its full form is Clearing House Interbank Payment System. Target basically target it is a basically euro payment system. Clear? Target basically it is a euro payment system. Clear? So option number C is the answer. And next one basically it is Fedwire. Basically this is like this is also under the US. Basically this is also in the US. Clear? This is also in the US. Clear? Basically this is a little bit large scale with respect to the chips. Clear? Next one thing is chaps. Where it is to be used, chaps basically it is in London, UK. Okay, so now move to the next question, question number 93. So which of the following services basically would not necessitate opening an account with the correspondent bank? Clear? Which of the following services basically would not necessitate opening of an account with the correspondent bank? Clear? With the correspondent bank. LC advising, LC confirmation, credit report on parties, or reimbursement of LC claims. Clear? Reimbursement of LC claims. Clear? Which of the following services would not necessitate? Clear? Basically which of the following services basically would not necessitate opening of an account? Clear? Would not necessitate opening of an account with the correspondent bank. Clear? Basically with the whom? With the correspondent bank. Clear? First one is the LC advising, second one is the LC confirmation, credit report on parties, or reimbursement of LC claims. Clear? Basically for the LC advising basically there is not any requirement for the account. For the LC confirmation also basically there is not any. Basically for the credit report on parties, clear? Basically you can pay some specific amount, they will provide you the credit report. Clear? Basically they will provide you the credit report. Clear? Okay, so C is also included here. Clear? Basically C is also included here. So A, B, and C, according to me, basically A, B, and C. Clear? For the reimbursement of the LC claim, basically you have to maintain. Clear? So option number this one, according to me, basically these are the correct. Clear? These are the correct. This thing basically we have discussed under the part 1. Clear? For the credit report on parties also. Clear? Basically for the credit report on, that is basically known as the credit assessment. Clear? In simple language we can say that the credit assessment. Clear? Depending upon the relation, that is credit assessment. So option number A is the correct answer according to me. That is A, B, and C. Now move to the next question. Interest payable on. We will discuss your doubts after discussion. Interest payable on NRE saving accounts. Clear? Basically interest payable on NRE saving accounts as per the extent rule. Clear? Basically interest payable on saving accounts as per the extent rule is. Clear? As per the extent rule is. First option is maximum of LIBOR plus 175 basis point, maximum of LIBOR plus 100 basis point, existing SP saving bank interest rate. Interest is not payable on the NRE saving account. Clear? Basically interest is not payable basically on the NRE saving account. Clear? So we know that basically in the NRE saving accounts, clear? NRE saving accounts, clear? Basically in these accounts, fund is to be held basically in the Indian currency. Clear? In these accounts, funds is to be held in the Indian currency. or Indian denomination. So as per the guidelines, clear, basically as per the guidelines, basically interest will be calculated, issued, issued as per the guidelines given by the RBI. Clear, interest is to be calculated basically as per the guidelines given by the RBI. Clear, that is existing as to be interest rate. Clear, so according to the other option, option number C is the more accurate, that is existing as to be interest rate. Clear, existing as to be interest rate. So option number C is the correct answer, existing SB interest rate. Now move to the next very, very important and very easy question. We have already discussed these points properly. Which of the following is not a permissible credit into the NRE account? Clear, NRE account. Which of the following is not a permissible? Clear, that is basically which is not allowed. Clear, that is basically which is not allowed. First one is transfer from another NRE or FCNR account. Clear, basically transfer from another NRE or FCNR account. Clear, this one is the permissible or not? Yes, this one is the permissible. Clear, this one is the permissible. Second one is transfer from another NRO account subject to a limit. Clear, basically transfer from another NRO account basically subject to a limit. Third one is basically personal checks drawn on foreign accounts. Clear, basically personal checks basically drawn on foreign accounts. So basically whether personal checks drawn to be on foreign accounts. Fourth one is basically all of the above are permissible credits basically into the NRE account. Clear, basically all of the above basically are permissible credit basically into the NRE account. Clear. So basically this one here, this one is a, which one is not permissible credit? Clear. This one is a permissible credit. Checks can also be drawn. Clear, basically checks can also be drawn. That is basically we can say that inward remittances. Clear, that is this is to be considered as the inward remittance. From outside India. Clear, that is basically inward remittance basically from outside India. Clear, from outside India. Next one is transfer from another NRO account. Clear, transfer from another NRO account. Clear, this can also be true. Clear, basically transfer from another NRO account. Basically this can also be true, but the condition here is, as per my knowledge, basically, but the condition here is that NRO account basically it is not of the same person that is having the NRA. Clear, basically that NRO account basically it is not of the same person that is having the NRA. Clear, basically if any other person can transfer. Clear, any other person basically can transfer, but not the same person. Clear, basically but not the same person. Clear, can transfer this one. Clear. So option number B, which of the following is not a permissible? Clear, this one is also the permissible. Clear, this one is also the permissible. Clear, from another NRO account basically they can transfer to that, because in the NRA basically money is basically from the external, that is from outside India. But in some cases, clear, like we can say that like dividend or pension or interest, clear, basically will be constructed as a permissible credit. Clear, will be constructed as a permissible credit as per the authorized dealer to be satisfied. Clear, as per the AD basically authorized dealer to be satisfied. Clear. So A, B and C all are to be considered as the permissible credit. Clear. So we will go with the option number D, that is all of the above are permissible credits basically into the NRE account. Clear, are permissible credits basically into the NRE account. Okay. So they are not permissible. Basically all they have given that the permissible credits. Clear, all they have given that the permissible credits. Okay. So now we will go with the option next question, question number 96. Clear, a person who is a citizen of India. Clear, a person who is a citizen of India but living abroad, it is called as, clear, a person basically who is a citizen of India but living abroad, basically that person it is known as non-resident Indian, a foreign national, a resident Indian, or PIO, that is person of Indian origin. Clear, a person basically who is a resident of who is a citizen of India but living abroad. Basically, it is that person it is known called as. So non-resident Indian, please tell fast what is the correct answer. A foreign national, resident Indian, or PIO. Clear? Basically, PIO, basically, it is basically many students are answering PIO. That is totally wrong. Correct answer is non-resident Indian. That person is to be considered as the NRI. PIO, basically, that is person of Indian origin. Clear? That basically considered in which case? Like Rahul is staying in abroad. Clear? And Rahul has not come India before that, and he is not the citizen of India. Clear? But her parents, but his parents are citizen of India. Clear? In that case, person is to be considered as the PIO. Clear? Basically, but question is a different thing. A person who is a citizen of India but living abroad, basically it is called as non-resident Indian. Clear? Basically, it is called as non-resident Indian. Clear? So option number A is the correct answer. Please understand what is the difference between these two things. Clear? Very, very important and easy things, but you're not trying to understand. Clear? Please go with the next question so that basically your concept will more clear. Now, question number 97. A person who is a citizen of USA. Clear? Basically, a person who is a citizen of USA, but who is a child or a grandchild. We can say that, or a grandchild of a citizen of India. Clear? Not a great grandchild, just we can go with that. Clear? A person who is a citizen of USA, but who is a child or a grandchild of a citizen of India. Clear? Who is a child or a grandchild of a citizen of India and never visited in India. Clear? That person basically who is a citizen of India, but parents is a citizen of basically that person is a citizen of USA basically, but her parents or his parents basically are citizen of India. That is basically parents or grandparents. Clear? And that person is never visited India. That person it is known as PIO, foreign national, resident Indian, non-resident Indian. So the correct answer in this case, that is person of Indian origin. Clear? PIO. Clear? That is person of Indian origin. Clear? So this one is the answer. Hope now you are able to understand basically what is the difference between the NRI and the PIO. Now move to the next question, question number 98. The correspondent banking is beneficial since it allows. The correspondent banking is beneficial since it allows. First one is allows the bank to take advantage of business opportunities basically in other countries. This one is the beneficial. Clear? Because it allows the bank basically to take advantage of business opportunities basically in the other countries. Second one is without having a branch network. Clear? This one is also true because there is not any branch in that country. Third one is basically with the minimum cost. This one is also correct one. Clear? Basically with the minimum cost. Clear? So here A, B, and C all are to be corrected. So option number D is the answer. That is A, B, and C. Clear? Option number D is the answer. That is A, B, and C. All are to be correct here. Now move to the next question. Now move to the next question. Which services can be rendered by the correspondent banks on a standalone basis? Clear? Under chapter 3 part 1 we have discussed this point. Which services can be rendered by the correspondent banks on a standalone basis? Clear? On a standalone basis. First one is advising of letter of credit. Second one is confirmation of letter of credit. Third one is investment services. Fourth one is the custodial services. Clear? Fourth one is the custodial services. Clear? So we know that basically advising of letter of credit or letter of credit advising. Clear? This one is the correct here. Confirmation of the letter of credit. Clear? Confirmation of the letter of credit. This one is also the correct here. Investment services. Clear? Basically they will not provide any this type of thing, that is investment services. Clear? Investment services basically they are not providing there. This one. Clear? So this one is not the correct one. Clear? Custodial services. This one is also the correct one here. Clear? So A, B, and D here is to be correct one. So option number C is the correct answer. That is A, B, and D. Clear? A, B, and D. Clear? I will many of the time basically I will see that basically this type of question they have asked in the examination. Basically total there are 10 other services. Clear? Basically, total there are 10 other services which are to be provided by the correspondent banks. Clear? Which are to be provided by the correspondent banks. So I request to all of you, please go through that services. Clear? Basically, please go through that services so that you are able to remember all these points properly. Clear? So that you are able to remember all these points. Now move to the next question. Question number 100. NRIs, non-resident Indians, are permitted to invest in company deposits on a repatriable basis. Clear? Are permitted to invest in company deposits basically on a repatriable basis, provided the deposits are for a minimum period of, clear, basically provided the deposits are of a minimum period of 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Clear? NRIs are permitted to invest in company deposits on a repatriable basis, provided the deposits are for a minimum period of 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 7 year. Clear? The correct answer here is to basically 3 years. Clear? Option number B is the correct answer. That is basically for 3 years. Now move to the next question. Like there are basically 4 questions in that single question. So basically fill up based question. Clear? First one, basically we will go with the option number, question number B. Chaps is the British equivalent. Clear? Basically Chaps is the British equivalent of in the dash USA. Clear? Basically of what? Basically like Chaps, basically it is the British equivalent. Chaps, it is basically used in the London, UK, and basically it is the equivalent of the chips. It is equivalent of the chips basically that is used in the USA. Clear? That is basically used in the USA. Clear? So either our option answer is A option. This one is not our answer. Either option our C option. Clear? So now basically we have left only with the 2 options, that is either B, either A or either C. Rest is not our answer. Now this one we have gone with. Clear? Because now authentication of financial messages in SWIFT, basically it is based on the exchange of, clear? It is basically based on the exchange of RMA or BIC. Clear? Basically RMA or BIC code. Clear? So basically it is present under this one, it is present under this one. Clear? So now we will go with the next point C, so that basically we will move towards the answer. The RTGS of the Euro Yuan. The RTGS of the Euro Yuan, basically it is called as, I think we have already discussed this point. The RTGS of the Euro Zone, basically what it is called as, target or RTGS plus. Eurozone, basically that is basically known as the European system. Clear? That is basically known as the European system. RTGS plus, basically it is to be called in the German. RTGS plus, basically it is specifically for the German. And target, basically it is known as the Eurozone. Clear? So option number A is the answer here. Clear? Option number A is the answer here. And NEFT, it is used basically for the transfer of funds in India. Clear? NEFT, basically what is used? NEFT, basically it is basically used for the transfer of funds in India. Okay. So here the correct answer is to be option number A, that is RMA or BIC, chips, target and transfer. Now move to the next question, 102 question. This is also fill up based type question. So let's try to understand this question very carefully. Very, very important. These questions are very, very important because it helps us to clear your concepts. A person, first point is basically a person must be of Indian origin. A person must be of an Indian origin or an Indian passport holder. Clear? That a person basically that is of Indian origin or an Indian passport holder staying abroad. Clear? Basically that person is basically staying abroad for indefinite period to qualify for status of an. Clear? That person is basically staying abroad for indefinite period to qualify for status of an. Clear? To qualify for status of an NRO, NRE, NRO, NRI. Clear? That person basically is staying abroad basically for the indefinite period. That person is just qualified for the status of an NRI. Clear? NRI, non-resident Indian. So option number this one, not our answer. Either to be this one or this one. Now with the go for the option number, question number 2 is the minimum period for NRE term deposit. Clear, the minimum period for the NRE term deposit. So what is the minimum period basically for the NRE term deposit? 1 year or 5 year. Clear, basically we have only two options, that is basically for the NRE term deposit, the minimum is to be 1 year or 5 year, that is basically 1 year. Clear, that is minimum period is to be 1 year. Clear. So we will go with the option. This one is also not our answer. So basically our correct answer is to be option number B, that is 1 year. Clear, 1 year, because only one option basically we have left, that is option number B. So this one is the correct answer. Clear. So this one is the correct answer. Okay. So this one is our answer. Now move to the next question. So in a respect of FCNR B, clear, in a respect of FCNR B deposits in India, interest rate ceiling, clear, basically that is specifically to the FCNR B deposits. Clear, interest rate ceilings with a maturity period of 3 years. Clear, interest rate ceiling basically with a maturity period of 3 years and above, up to and including 5 years. Clear, and above and up to including 5 years is LIBOR or swap plus 200 basis point, plus 300 basis point, plus 350 basis point, or plus 400 basis point. Clear, or plus 400 basis point. Clear. So what will be the answer here? Clear. So what will be the answer here? That is LIBOR or swap plus basically plus 300 basis point, 500 basis point, 200 basis point, 350 basis point, or 400 basis point. Clear. So the correct answer here is to basically LIBOR or swap plus 300 basis point. Clear, plus 300 basis point. So option number B is the correct answer here. Clear, option number B is the correct answer here. That is LIBOR or swap plus 300 basis point. Clear, 300 basis point. This one is the answer here. And in that, maximum tenure of the term deposit. Clear, please tell fast. Basically maximum tenure of the term deposit here is to be now move to the next question. Correspondent banking does not include. Correspondent banking does not include. First one is the account maintenance. Clear. First one is the account maintenance. This one it include under that. Yes, this one is the include. Clear, account maintenance. Opening of branch on the behalf of the bank. Clear, opening of branch or on behalf of the bank. Clear, basically this one included under the correspondent banking or not? This one is totally not included basically under the correspondent banking. Clear. So this one is our answer. Clear. So this one is our answer. Clear. Correspondent banking basically does not include. Opening of account basically on behalf of the bank. This one is not allowed under that. Clear. So this one is our answer. Now move to the last question of our today's discussion. A bank that handles affairs of another bank. Clear. Basically a bank that handles basically functions or works of another bank, or we can say that affairs of another bank, which has no legal standing in the jurisdiction. Clear, which has no legal standing in the jurisdiction. Basically it is called a bank that handles affairs of another bank, which has no legal standing in the jurisdiction. Basically that is called as the merchant bank, client bank, an offshore bank, or a correspondent bank. Clear, an offshore bank or a correspondent bank. Clear. So what is the correct answer? Clear, bank basically that handles affairs of another bank, which has no legal standing in the jurisdiction. Basically that it is basically called as the correspondent bank. Clear, that basically it is called as the correspondent banks. Option number D is the answer here. Clear, option number D is the answer here. That is correspondent bank. Clear. So in this session basically we have to discuss up to this much point. Hope all the questions are clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, any query, then you can ask, and I request all of you please go through, revise all these things again and again. Clear. In the next session basically we will discuss some case studies. Clear, on this concept, and basically we will cover that case study also basically which they have asked this year. Clear, similar type of case study. Clear, not exactly, but the concept is to be similar type of that. Okay, so thanks to all of you for joining this session.